Hi everyone, this is Wells Johnson, Ruby Topple, and Margaret Ann Weaver's video project on the Mar Behnam Monastery. What is Mar Behnam? So Mar Behnam was a fortress of many different buildings in northern Iraq, and you can see the map of Iraq in the picture on the right. So it was in northern Iraq. It was the most significant monastic church in this area, and it had grave sites in it as well. King Sennacherib of Nineveh built the monastery during the Assyrian Empire. The building itself was octagonal and domed. You can see one of the domes in the picture on the left. Inside the building, there were stone-carved niches to indicate the graves of Mar Behnam. There were also many paintings, bas-reliefs, and statues within the Mar Behnam monastery buildings.
The history of the monastery. King Sennacherib decided to build these buildings as a final resting place for his son Behnam and his daughter Sarah, who he killed because of their conversion to Christianity. He was Islam and saw it as not okay for them to be Christian. It helped Behnam become sanctified and became a symbol of hope for all Christians in the area. The Christian significance of the monastery attracted many pilgrims and several artists to the area. They created paintings and statues that built up a collection of artifacts at the site. These two paintings represent some of the art that might be found inside of the monastery.
Okay, so this is me talking about the effect on the Mar Behnam after the Assyrians. So, the monastery kept its role of importance after the fall of the Assyrian Empire and the Assyrian Empire civilization. So, the story of its creation has been rooted in the world of politics, and this is due to the king's religious conversion. This event has also made its way into literature today, which is very impressive. Some people believe that the monastery was built before its creation story, and the story was developed and it was made up. So they just think that it has a whole different creation story and the new one had just been developed. The monastery also became known as a place to find miraculous healing for people who needed it. And this picture is a picture of what the Assyrians were believed to look like.
Okay, this slide is what is ISIS? ISIS was the extremist group that was active in the region of Mar Behnam. ISIS stands for Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Their goal was or is to create an Islamic state called a caliphate in Iraq, Syria, and even beyond. They based their beliefs on Sharia law. ISIS was created and founded in 1999, and they became greatly involved with Al Qaeda. They have destroyed many holy sites. ISIS earns their profit through oil production, smuggling taxes, ransoms from kidnappings, selling stolen artifacts, and extortion and controlling crops. The picture on the left is a picture of an ISIS group, and the picture on the right is a symbol of ISIS. The attack on Mar Behnam Monastery. So ISIS partly took over the Nineveh government in 2014 and began to take control in the area. In July of the same year, they reached the monastery and started forcing monks out. They forced the monks to begin walking many miles on foot before they finally reached the Kurdish troops in safety. On March 19th of 2015, ISIS planted their explosive devices on the site of the Mar Behnam Monastery and blew it up. The picture on the left is of the newscast of the building during the attack, and on the right it shows directly after and how much damage it caused to the monastery.
Okay, so this is the aftermath of the attack on the Mar Behnam. So, by 2017, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or ISIS, had lost most of its territory in Iraq. Yet, they were still carrying out attacks, and as for Mar Behnam, it had been completely leveled by bombs sent by ISIS. It destroyed the graves of Saint Behnam and Saint Sarah. Not only that, other significant things were destroyed within the structure. These other specific things include a relief sculpture of Mar Behnam and one of the Middle East's only other Uyghur inscriptions. So, because of all of these reasons, the attack was a very important attack on Iraq's Christian population because of the relics lost. And these pictures show the effect the attack had. As you can see, the structure was leveled and there was a lot of destruction done to the Mar Behnam.
This is the current situation of the monastery today. The Mar Behnam Monastery has been fully restored to its pre-attack condition. The restoration process was completed by December of 2018. The picture on the left is a picture of this restoration process that was finished by then. The tombs of Sarah and Saint Behnam, however, have been permanently destroyed. This means that the ISIS attack had a great effect. The picture on the right is of the fully restored monastery, but as far as we know, there have been no efforts to protect the monastery from any further attacks. Thanks everyone for watching our video on the Mar Behnam Monastery. I hope you found this presentation helpful and learned something new about the Mar Behnam Monastery and the ISIS attack.